All right, what's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Financial warfare on Black America. See, just a lot of times, even the president does this dumb stuff. Shit, you need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. And people say all the time, affirmative action, blah blah blah. And people say, you people need to, do this and do that. Okay, let's get into this. Hmm. People want us to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps as a race. That's half of the story. What's the other half of the story? Don't we have black farmers? But we don't have black food companies. Are you saying black farmers couldn't produce food? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we live in a country where the distributors are not black. We live in a country where if a guy makes enough money to become a distributor, the distributors as a whole will try to freeze him out. Why? Not because he doesn't do good business, but because he's black. You can't be distributing black stuff to black people. See, there was a time when we did all of that stuff. People seem to forget that. Why can't you do it now? How many black banks do you know of that will fund business ideas from black people? Now, how many banks owned by white people do you know of that will fund ideas and from black people? Nope. Wonder why that is. You can go to a Chase Bank. Guess what Chase Bank was built on? Guess what kind of money it was built on? It was built on slave money. So every time you chop in your Chase card, all that came from slavery. Why should you bring that up? Why shouldn't I bring that up? You see, a lot of the things in this country were affirmative action. Slavery was affirmative action for white people. Jim Crow, affirmative action for white people. As a matter of fact, white privilege, affirmative action for white people. Because all of these things they were built from generation to generation of wealth, and the justice system is affirmative action for white people. Everybody else uses part of it now, except for we can't use it that way. But it was built to keep us down in general. I don't care, and if you don't like it, that's your problem. Oh well, that's the truth. Now, back to the lecture at hand. See, let's be honest in this country and say this. You won't buy chocolate milk. What do I mean by chocolate milk? Do I mean chocolate milk as in Nestle Quick? No. I mean, if you found out that the milk that you were buying in your grocery store came from a black farmer who owned black cows and made milk and got it distributed, you wouldn't buy it. Why? See, people forget a lot of things. People forget about Sears. Sears was just, you don't remember that Sears was Sears and Roebuck? You don't remember Roebuck was a black man, do you? You don't remember they had to buy out Roebuck? I would assume they had to buy out Roebuck because people found out he was black in the 1900s. It's like, we're not giving your business any money because you're doing business with a nigger. Gotta go. The Lehman Brothers, who business failed recently, the last couple years. Oh, these are rich New Yorkers. They're actually from Alabama. Yeah. Jewish guys from Alabama whose family were slave owners. Yeah. Now, I say all these things to say this. You see, there's a lot of businesses in this country who were built on the theft of black ideas or black business plans in general. And for somehow reason that we all know is racial, those plans couldn't come to fruition. You have a black bank For some odd reason, people get upset that it's a black bank that is serving black people, and black people are getting business loans, and loans are being created. Because, and just like when they got black people from coming out of this country, how come you can't do this and how come you can't do that? Okay, ask yourself a question since you so goddamn smart. How come you couldn't do it in your country, for one? And for two, how come you could come here and get a business loan? You think we haven't been at the bank to get a business loan? You really think that? Are you that dumb? You can't be that stupid. Now, I'm saying this because then they say pool our money together. That would be a wonderful idea. And the irony of that is, America, outside of racially, is a hoarder's mentality. We got plenty of millionaires in this country that are black. I don't understand how not 2, 3 of them came together. We're going to open a bank. Cool. We're going to buy a factory. Cool. We're going to buy a farm. Ooh, cool. We're going to start a supermarket together. Cool. Won't do that. We're going to start an insurance company together. What? Because we got to make this money. See, a lot of our quote-unquote black celebrities or black business people of nowadays are not really necessarily about business. It's all sabotage. Because you can't tell me they can't create a business that would be successful that we would support. Because that's the untruth. Everybody supports Jordans. Those are just shoes. Do I get sick of people seeing wearing Jordans? Hell yeah. Yeah, I do. But I tell you what, I'd rather them run around buying Jordans than buying Gucci's, buying Louis Vuitton, buying Larry Birds. You know, you gonna buy shoes for a brother, and he's gonna make something off of it. Cool, I'll take that. But you telling me y'all never expanded these ideas? I got $600 million to myself. Start a bank then. Don't cost that. It don't cost $600 million. Why would I do that? Well, if you're a businessman and makes money, complete money that can be passed on from generation to generation. You see, that's part of our own warfare on each other, because we don't want to create businesses that last the test of time. We want to create businesses that make money now. You want to go to the league now, but when you retire, I don't know what else to do with my life. What? Fuck you mean you don't know what else to do with your life? Look at, I'm gonna tell you something. Look at Floyd Mayweather. I'm not gonna box forever. I'm gonna promote. Mayweather Promotions. Guess what? His kids may not have to fight, but they can work for the promotion company and be promoters. Mayweather Promotions. You see, that was a smart ass move. He took all the risks, got all the rewards from being a fighter. Now he becomes a promoter, and he can pass this business down to his kids who are used to that extravagant lifestyle. And they can say, you know what? My daddy made money doing this. I ain't got to fight, but I can say, you know, me and my dad worked together. And I learned all this business from him. See? Simple. You know? So we got to watch ourselves when it comes to, because this country is just, it starves us out of everything, you know. And the funny part about it is, people thought it was just a racial thing. To a degree it was for a while, but now it's not anymore. It's just class warfare now. Mathematically, look at how things are run. Mathematically, it's look at the equation of living expenses, living style, wages, and how long you're gonna have to work just to get ahead. The formula never changed, by the way. If all you people who think, you know, it's just not me, or it's just me and it's just us, Guess what? How long you gotta work to pay off your house, your car, your credit cards, your student loan? Hmm? Make child support payments, alimony, divorce. Is it mathematically possible to be free and clear in 10 years? Or does your 50, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, $200,000 job and all the things you want to afford in your life mathematically feasible for you to live comfortably where you could take off a year, take off 6 months, fuck it, take off 3 months? Bet you it's not. Why is that? And while we all in this rat race, running and running and running, hamsters on the wheel, somebody who created a system off of somebody else's back, mind you, are sitting there thinking. Because see, when you sit down and think, your mind, when you can create a space to sit, observe, think, your mind can create. But when you're constantly ripping and running, you're stuck in a rat race. That's why the people we envy are people who you think are just going off flying here, doing this leisurely stuff. They're just going playing golf. Not necessarily. They're thinking. They've afforded themselves a space to go off, do things, and think about how to do the next thing. While everybody else is too busy surviving to think. Get it? Good.